Hey guys, it's 5 a.m. so I gotta be extra quiet because wife and kids are still asleep, but we're gonna do a short video today doing the Boston butt before the bingo game starts up. So if I could just figure out how to flip the camera. We've got the butt here. I'm going to use Weber Original Rub, Tennessee Apple Butter. That's going to be for a rub. And then over here in the bowl I've made up an injection. It's just half a cup apple juice and a half a cup apple cider vinegar. So I'm gonna start, and I'll be right back because I'm one-handed, but I'm going to start just by rubbing the butt down with mustard to use as a binder for a rub. Alright, so I got the mustard on, and I'm gonna inject a mix of the apple cider vinegar and apple juice into the meat. I'm gonna have to come back and do this two-handed, but get this injected and I'll be back. Alright guys, got the butt injected, and then I used the Weber Original and some Pit Boss Tennessee apple butter for rub. So I'm hoping to come out with sort of a apple barbecue flavor. So I'm gonna let the rub sit on there a little bit and start soaking up some of the juice from the butt and get it kind of tacked on. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go get the charcoal going so we can get the smoker heated up. Oh, there it is. We'll smoke this until we hit 160 or so at the stall point, and then we'll take it in and wrap it. Okay guys, so we've hit an internal temperature of about 165. Here's our butt here. I'm going to try and get it off without it breaking apart and get it on the aluminum sheet with some foil, and then we'll go inside and we'll get it wrapped, and I'll show you the little concoction that I have for it. Alright, so what I got here is a mixture. This is going to become my sauce. It's 1 stick of butter, half a cup of brown sugar, half cup apple juice, and a half cup of apple cider vinegar, and then I just microwaved it to get it all liquidy. So I got a couple layers of heavy duty foil, and I'm just going to pour this over top the entire thing. I'm not worried about making bark. I just want this to pull apart and make a really good juice. This is the way I normally do it. So we got that. And then I'm just going to wrap it right around the probe. I'm just going to wrap it as tightly as I can. Alright, so I'll put that back on the grill. I'm going to take the internal up now to 203 to 205. We'll put it in a dry cooler and rest it for 2 hours, and then we're going to pull it. Alright, boys and girls. So we hit 205 internal. And now I'm going to move it into a dry cooler, no ice or anything. I'm just going to let it sit in there and rest for the next 2 hours while I get some corn on the cob and maybe a couple other things going. And then we'll come back and we'll pull the bone and see how tender it is. All right, well, we're back for the last part of this. for Northwest PA Cigars and Barbecue. So here in the cooler, we've had now dry resting for 2 hours now, our Boston Butt. I'm about to go ahead and dump it out into this pan. We're going to keep the juice together. That's going to end up being our sauce. And I'm going to get a hold of the bone. That's kind of our built-in thermometer, an indication of if this is done or not. So let's go ahead and see if I can get this out without burning myself, because every time I do this, I seem to get an injury. So get rid of this lid. I hear the baby's not too happy with me right now, but she'll be okay in just a second. So there's our juice. It's going to make up our sauce. Quick roll. There we go. Hopefully I won't get burned with the steam. This is going to be hard. Let me grab a garbage can. Should back up just a little bit with that camera. Get a garbage can so I can try and get all this foil out of the way and try to just show the meat itself. Alright, sorry, my alarm on the phone went off and stopped the video. So we're still here just trying to get the rest of this foil tore off. I'm trying not to destroy the meat before I get to actually pull the bone on it. So here we go. Here's our butt. And it's hot, like real hot. So let me rinse my fingers first, just a second, and I'll be right back. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this bone. It should come out pretty easily, should come out clean. If it does, that'll let us know we're ready. We've already got chunks of meat falling off, so that's a great sign. So let's see what happens if I don't lose my fingerprints here. Look at the perfection of that. That is absolute perfection. Not a drop of meat is still on that. So, let me grab a couple of forks here, and we'll see how this goes. Dude. So, I think I got 2 or 3 of you guys coming over here within the next half an hour or so. This will be all pulled and ready. That'll be awesome for you guys. For those of you who aren't here, I'd like to do this again in the future and have more of you guys involved. This was just kind of a thing we put together the other day and decided to do. But that's what happens when you slow smoke and cook and bring things up to temperature. Now, look at this. If you guys come in closer, look at that nice smoke ring. It's not quite as deep as I wanted. It's probably due to being a little bit hotter than I was hoping to be. But look at that. We got an awesome smoke ring in there. Matter of fact, I'm going to try a piece of this. Dude. Absolutely fantastic. So we'll get back to you guys in a little bit. I'm going to edit this video and get it put up. All these video segments that you're going to see started at 5 a.m. this morning. And we'll get this put up so you guys can see it hopefully before the bingo game. And then we'll see you at the bingo game at 8.